Hey guys, as you can tell from the title, we're gonna talk about pocket clips. And the reason I wanted to talk about pocket clips is, if you remember back the Rockstead shin that came up, I'm done sharpening for the day. I have made a judgment call. I'm tired. It's 4:45, almost 5 o'clock. Been sharpening knives since before Nico got out of bed this morning because he stayed here for a few days, and I'm tired and I'm gonna stop because I'm the boss. So I talked about the pocket clip on that Rockstead being about as good as any pocket clip I've ever had in my hand. And the whole controversy was, you know, that the guy didn't like the pocket clip because aesthetically he said it kind of detracted from the knife. And for me personally, my thing about a pocket clip is pocket clips are always going to play hell with whoever owns a knife. They're always going to be the bane of a knife owner because back in the day you didn't have pocket clips. You didn't. I think the first knife that ever really had one was a Clip It from Spyderco. Sal Glesser came up with the idea to put a pocket clip. It was a little plastic clip that was on the side of the knife. If I remember right, they were the very first company that really did it, and everyone kind of followed suit. And now it's just ubiquitous. Everybody makes a knife has a pocket clip because it does make it easier to carry your knife. But the thing is, pocket clips are always going to be the point of contention with all knife owners. I don't like pocket clips. I wish that I could just I wish there was another way to do it. I wish I could just put something this size in my pocket. The problem is you put something in your pocket and you slide it down, you want it to stay this way, and then it turns, and then it gets around, and it bangs into shit. So the pocket clip is like your best option. But then you have something that is, if you've ever taken the pocket clip off your knife and actually carried it with, you're like, oh my God, that's perfect. That's the way it should feel. Because no matter how good you do a pocket clip, which the boys at Fair & Forge do it extremely well. Let me see if I got any knives out here. I really don't. I brought out knives for different purposes because there's really only two different types of pocket clips these days. You have a milled clip like this, or like this, or like this. I brought those out. Or you have a spring clip. Well, there's another one. This one's not bad. I don't mind this one. Or you have a spring clip, which I brought one example, but I forgot I had another one in my pocket because now I have two Fair & Forges out here. So the spring clip, which these aren't bad. The boys at Fair & Forge are doing pretty well. There's a few other companies that do them well. But my point about that Rockstead was that pocket clip was about as good as any pocket clip I've ever felt. When you put it in your hand, it just dissolves. That's the way the one on this end tack is. This one's just for this knife. It's just about perfect. I don't really feel it. There's no hot spots associated with that pocket clip. Even though it stands up kind of tall in a couple places, there's no hot spots. And that's my prime concern when I'm dealing with a pocket clip. Is it functional? And does it get out of my way when I'm trying to use it? When I'm holding the knife comfortably, does it get out of my way? Some people do it really well. Some folks don't. I'm not gonna lie. I love this knife. It's Fair & Forge Maker's Choice spinner. But I'm not a fan of the pocket clip. I'm really not. Because comparatively, some of my other pocket clips, look how tall that is. It doesn't disappear in your hand. You know it's there. You can feel it the whole time. And it detracts from that. It can be uncomfortable at times, which is the big problem with pocket clips. So some people are all about, oh, the knife's just got to look gorgeous, and it's about the aesthetics. I'm not an aesthetics kind of guy, so take this all with a grain of salt, guys. This is 100% me just kind of laying it out there the way I think about it. Some people do milled clips very well. Fair & Forge's pocket clips are not bad. I'm just not a fan of milled pocket clips. I thought it was till I got a couple, and then I was like, I don't like this. First milled pocket clip I ever got was on this. Now this one's not too bad, but it's still there. I can feel it. When I hold something like, let's go back to the end tag. I can't really tell it's there. I can feel the screws a little bit. But that's my thing. Does it bother me that it's there? No. Does the React bother me? No, it doesn't. This one, my Wii, the Wii 601. It kind of disappears. They did theirs really well. This one, I still can feel it's there, but does it bother me? No, not really. But there are issues with milled clips. Milled clips are really hard to adjust tension on and not bend them and screw them up and have them looking hunky and weird. And sometimes you'll get one where there just isn't any pocket tension, or the pocket tension's too tight, and then if you do try to adjust them, then what happens is sometimes you bend them right in the middle, right there. There'll be a little line. And then you get the guys like this one. I talked about this. This is that Moorish made, and I'm going to sell this. Because it's not a horrible knife now that it's had some work. I've done some work to it. The action has been adjusted on it. The lock stick has been taken care of. I've done some carbonizing on it. I've done some work to the action to get the action nice. Now it's not one to flip. You got to get your finger on it. There we go. This one does not like to. Can't light switch. You got to push button it. So. But the problem with this one is, that pocket clip, he tried to get real fancy with a pocket clip, but when you start to get fancy and put all kinds of sharp points on something it's not uncomfortable to hold, it's like it pokes you at times when you're trying to manipulate the knife, because it's not a very big knife. So the problem with pocket clips are that, you know, there's something that really never was on a knife until, you know, till I was a kid. Years and years and years and years, a pocket knife was just that. It was this. There's no pocket clip on that. That goes down in your pocket. When you use this knife, oh, it's so comfortable. There's nothing. Nothing. It's gone. The only pocket clip I've seen, oh, hold on a second. Midway point of the video. Got to tank up. Tank up, get her done to get this one. Thing is, until I was a kid, knives didn't have pocket clips. You just put a knife in your pocket. You reached down in your pocket, and you pulled it out. Well, then knives became tactical. And then there became you gotta have a rapid deployment. You don't really need it. The problem is that most of the knives we carry now, because we have pocket clips, are larger. You can't have some of these things. Like, this is a big knife. You can't have that down in your pocket. It's hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot. That's why I'm out here doing this instead of staying in the house. 90 degrees in the house. You can't. Sometimes you just can't carry something that large in your pocket. So you have a clip. So, you know, I hear people, there's a big debate. There's a big debate and the reason I'm doing this video is I ran into this big debate. I was bored. And I was just kind of going through the forums while I was eating before I sharpened a custom knife for a customer a little bit ago. It's a fairly nice knife. I might try to get some video of it a little bit later, but I have to send it out tomorrow because he did a rush on it. But there's a big debate in the forums about milled pocket clips versus spring clip pocket clips and this and that. And what made me really think about I really wanted to do this was there's a small group of us on Instagram where we have our own little group and we talk back and forth, and they were talking about, you know, can you call a custom knife this? And I got to thinking about the big question is, who really fucking cares? So the thing is, if you like milled clips, buy milled clips. If you don't like milled clips, don't buy milled clips. The thing is, why is there a big argument between knife owners about something that's 100% their opinion? If you don't like a milled clip, don't buy it. I just get upset. You're not given a choice. That's why I like certain companies. Like, I bought this knife. You don't get a choice. Luckily, this pocket clip is not too bad. It's not too bad spring tension. Slacks, it's a little loose. Jeans, it's just about perfect. If you buy a knife from some other companies, you're given a choice. A lot of times, Fair & Forge, you're given a choice. I wasn't given a choice. This was a gift. But they knew I like spring clips, and this spring clip is a little different than any of the ones on any other Master Blasters. The ones on Master Blasters were a little bit longer. So this pocket clip is as close to perfect as anything because it is a little shorter. So it's 100% a matter of personal choice. And I get into this with people, and I get on this, and then I realize that I'm trying to push my own opinion on people. Like Peter with his quest to try and get a milled clip made for his Rockstead. Would I do it? No, I personally think it would ruin the knife. But it's his knife. And if he can find somebody that's willing to do it at a price that he can afford, because it's going to be expensive. And if somebody's willing to do it for less than $700 or $800, they're stupid. They've got more time and money than they have sense. But it's his choice, and it's his knife. And that's where I forget, when I do some of these videos, I forget that it is my opinion that I'm putting out. And when I say these things, I can't get upset sometimes when it's someone else's opinion, as long as they're not being abusive. You know, if someone decides that they don't like spring clips, it's you know, it's like ketchup or mayonnaise on your fries. I see somebody put mayonnaise on their fries, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? But I think we can all agree that those weirdos that dip their fries in a fucking milkshake, there's something wrong with them. No, but back to the pocket clips. The only pocket clip, there was a pocket clip design that I thought was amazing, and I wish they could have found a way to make it work. And of all people, it was Anthony Morfia. And it was on the sigil. And it was a pocket clip that you pushed on the end, and it sprung out, and then when you weren't using it, it sprung back in. The problem was it was prone to breaking. It didn't work very well as a pocket clip, but when it was deployed, it was on your pocket. When you pull it out, when you pull it back out, it would drop back in, and there wasn't anything there. And I was like, that's an amazing idea, and I would like to see that concept of a pocket clip that retracts and drops in, or something that lays flat and you can, I don't know, there has to be some way to make a pocket clip that's flat and then you can use it, and maybe it's magnets and silicone rubber or something. But I'm really tired of the whole pocket clip issue because I don't like pocket clips. I wish there was a way to attach it to your pocket without using a clip, an actual clip. Maybe magnets. There has to be a way to do it. Somebody come up with a way. But no, I apologize for sometimes being a little bit opinionated and biased on things that I say about certain design features of knives, because I learned a lesson when I did the knife video about the compression lock. I had said things about the compression lock, and then I didn't like it. I didn't like the idea. Why do we need all these locks when this works perfectly well? And then I had a knife. I didn't keep it. I had a knife that came in, that was given to me, that then I wound up selling, that had a compression lock. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the compression lock. It's a good lock. And it kind of changed my bias on that. So I have to remember that I am entitled to my opinion, and it is my channel, and you guys listen to my opinion, but it's not the most important opinion all the time. Just most of the time. So guys, I am going to try and find a way to cool the house off so that the dog doesn't die, and I'm going to drink some beer. Probably going to shoot another video because I had a video that I wanted to talk about some stuff, but I have to shoot a video strictly for my patrons, and send it up for them. So I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy. You guys try and stay cool. I don't know if you guys have been following the weather. It's currently, I'll tell you momentarily, 96 degrees underneath my canopy. It's kind of warm. So you guys take it easy. Try to stay cool. Take care of each other. Argue about the clips less. Don't be clipicists, which is like a racist, but only for clips. Clipists? I don't know. Maybe that's how you say it. All right, guys. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you later.